everyone knows, Dokkan definitely has some preference when it comes to which categories get major units or celebrations. But in this video, I want to talk about and rank the worst / weakest categories in the game. All I gotta say is that I better not see anyone trying to build a team around these categories by the end of this video, unless you're doing Super Battle Road, that is. Also, crossover and DB heroes are disqualified for now just because we don't know what their future looks like and they're in a weird place right now. Starting us off at number 10, we got super bosses. This is a category that never quite got the love it deserved. We've got a bunch of units here that looked like they had so much potential. We had this amazing Golden Frieza banner unit that they completely like screwed over by never capitalizing off how great he was, or you know, like getting his full potential. Because when you take a look at this list of super bosses, it's like, wow, you know, like all of these characters had their moment in the meta. Like you got like Zamasu, Broly, Cellmax, Caulifla, Hit. There are some phenomenal units in there, but Cellmax got instantly like killed off as fast as possible. Oh, also we have Jiren. Jiren was really solid, but you know, I mean, links are hard for Jiren. Universe 11 is hard. I mean, he just doesn't fit on this team. Like, look who's on this team. Who's Jiren gonna really like be with? Is he gonna be with Cellmax? No. I mean, like super bosses kind of just lacks cohesion, and for the category being like so niche, there really isn't like any reason to specifically run super bosses. So unfortunately, like when your main leaders are physical Dokkan Fest Rose, a banner unit, free to play Analyza, Cellmax, and then you have the 200% leader in Broly, you're kind of in a rough place. So honestly, super bosses, you can make an argument for it, but there's a reason it's in the 10th spot on this list, meaning it's like the 10th worst in my opinion. Now the next spot on the list for number 9, I think honestly could go to Peppy Gals. It shares a couple units with super bosses, obviously. I mean, you know, Caulifla and whatnot, but this team is, you know, slightly worse because, you know, there's slightly less units, but Peppy Gals in itself is actually not too bad. You got quite a lot of decent options, and just the fact that you have one unit that can guarantee dodge against like pure Saiyans, and I think it's Universe Survival Saga, I'm not quite sure, but yeah, you got Tech Caulifla, right? I mean, her value pretty much carries here, but also you got the new LR Caulifla who's pretty solid. Bulma is like debatable. She's still all right. She's starting to get to a point where, you know, she's struggling, but like you can make a runnable team out of these units. You know, maybe not as much as super bosses, but like, you know, it's so that, I mean, honestly, these two spots could be interchangeable. I know people might get mad at me for that, but super bosses really never got the love it deserved. Like if these units came out like remotely in the same time frame, super bosses could have had like, you know, a little meta going on, but they just like spread out these releases so that by the time like a good one came out, the other one got power crept out of existence. Meanwhile, like Peppy Gals, you know, you got a couple timeless units like Tech Caulifla who isn't gonna age out as long as there's pure Saiyan fights, right? So yeah, I mean, you got a couple decent units. It's really not the best though. I'm kind of surprised. Oh, never mind. Well, you do have the super easy A Kale and Caulifla. I was gonna be surprised if they weren't on here, but like they're also another big pick for this team. So honestly, you can, yeah, I mean, you got a couple units, but not enough to make a full cohesive team. For the number 8 spot, I've got androids / artificial life forms. I'm going to lump them together because they both kind of have the same issue where, once again, you got a handful of decent units, not enough to make a proper team or anything in the current meta, but also you've got like just poor link sets, in my opinion. Like, I know androids will link with androids and Cell might link with a couple of androids too, but like you got like Buhan. I don't think that would work too well. You've also got Cellmax. I'm not 100% sure how these links will look like, but once again, like a lot of these units are aged out now. Like the top picks for this team are aged out. You've got a couple of decent easy A's though. So honestly, this like androids and artificial life forms are not garbage, but I feel like they should just be smushed together. Like it shouldn't be a separate category at this point. Like artificial life forms and androids should just be together. Every android is going to have artificial life forms, so why not just lump them all into one category? Anyways, androids on its own, let's just be honest, sucks. Okay, androids on its own is garbage, but if you add artificial life forms, you got a couple of units that can make a case for this team to even exist. But yeah, so these first three options can like kind of have a team, but after this, like things start really going downhill, and that's what I'm gonna start talking about. Number 7. So number 7 is gonna go to the Earthlings. Earthlings only have one leader, and can you guess who it is? It's LR Prime Battle Krillin, apparently. So yeah, your only leader is LR Prime Battle Krillin, who's got a 160 lead, meaning Earthlings do not have a 200% lead and absolutely do not have a 220% lead, which is just like bad. The units you do have here are basically all like free to play or world tournament. The couple good ones that you have are like Tao, you got like Chi-Chi, and you got, I mean, you got the STR Mr. Saiyans, all right, Master Roshi, you got a couple of the Peppy Gals units. This category is kind of just like mid. It's just the definition of mid. You have a couple of decent units, but you can't make a team out of them because there's no leader just for Earthlings. Earthlings shouldn't really exist. Earthlings is once again another case where it should just be grouped into Earthbred fighters, if we're being honest. I know there's a slight difference, but like, come on, like this category is way too limited. Every Earthling should just become an Earthbred fighter, and then the teams will just become so much cleaner and easier to use, because as of now, like there's no point in having this category if you only have one leader for the category and it's irrelevant. Now, next spot, we got Special Pose. Now, Special Pose had its little moment when Ginyu came out and when Toppo came out, but after that, it pretty much instantly fell off. There's not a lot of cohesion to be had on this team, if we're being honest. We've got basically a couple of androids. We got Gotenks, the Ginyus, or like, you know, the Ginyus, and then also the Ginyu Force. A bunch of like nobodies that nobody cares about. A couple Pride Troopers. It's just, it's like all over the place. This team, if you want to run the good units together, they're not going to link. That's your main issue here. So honestly, there's potential here if we just give someone like support just for Special Pose, but as of now, Special Pose is kind of a joke category, and I mean, yeah, it's disappointing. Now, our next spot is going to be number 5, Corroded Body and Mind. Wow. Really not the best options for leaders here, considering you would have to, if you want 200% for this category, you're unfortunately going to have to run physical Dokkan Fest Rose, and we all know nobody's doing that. Or you can run 170 like a 170 lead for some reason, or a 180 if you want to run either of the Janembas. Why you would want to do that? I guess you don't want to use Rose. I don't blame it. Rose is really bad. You know, physical Janemba's obviously the GOAT, right? But then you start looking through this category and it's like, wow, we got a bunch of old Majin Vegetas that can't do anything. Hopefully Majin Vegeta gets his EZA soon. But besides that, yeah, we got a couple of Heroes units. Ginyu, because he took over Goku's body. You got like some random android cards. You got Baby. It's just like it's a crap show. Like, I don't know. This team is not good, and I hate the Super Battle Road stage that makes you run this team, because like I can't make a team out of these units. Like, let's be honest, this is bad, bro. And then you got Metal Cooler, because we all know how good LR Metal Cooler is, and then all his free-to-play buddies. But yeah, so honestly, this is a terrible category. Corroded Body and Mind, you need to do better, or we need to like commit and just give you more units. Now, for our next spot, coming in at number 4, we've got Heavenly Events. This is a category that has never made sense and never will. It's just a complete like hullabaloo. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. Heavenly Events. We got Glorio, Super Trunks, Goku on his day off. You got Super Boo, Gotenks, Gohan, Kid Trunks. I mean, like, you can't make a team out of this, bro. You've got 4 LRs to choose from, right? And your leaders, once again, you've only got one, I believe, 200% leader, and it's Kid Gohan. I'm not actually sure if he's even a 200% leader. Is he? I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, Anyway, so you got horrible options for leaders, right? We got old units, and also once again, you only got 4 LRs to choose from. Not that many good TURs either. I mean, you got some decent EZAs at least, but yeah, heavenly events is a really stupid category. I don't even know why this exists, like heavenly events, and it's always just been led by this kid Gohan. I have no idea why, but here he is. Yeah, he's not even a 200% lead. All right, sorry, I just checked. Yeah, this Gohan's not even 200%. He's just a 170. All right, next up, number 3, we've got storied figures. This one, I don't know, man. This is just bad, bro. So obviously you've got Tapion and his little brother. We got Fat Boo, Bardock, and I think that's Tora or whatever, Toga. I don't even remember this irrelevant character. Anyways. Yeah, so this category is another one of those that doesn't really make a lot of sense. You've got like interesting characters, but that's it. They're not good. They're just interesting. You've got some mediocre EZAs. Basically, Pycon, Bardock, and Demon King Piccolo are kind of carrying this category as of now. Pretty much everyone else in this category is essentially irrelevant in endgame content. They really need to do something to help this category. Drop a new leader. If you want to do like something specific just for them, once again, we're gonna need another like Majin Buu unit or something, or just like give Bardock something new. I don't know. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Yeah, that's about it for this one. There's not much to say. You've just got like a whole bunch of randoms in here, like, and by randoms I don't mean like they're unknown. It's just a bunch of random units that don't really once again work together. Because how am I gonna run Pycon and Bardock? And I don't know. I mean, bro, just EZA these characters. Come on now let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is an even more kind of niche category. We've got low class warrior. This category is essentially like disregard every single unit unless the name has Goku in it. So yeah, that's about it. Like, you've got the kid Goku, you got 23rd World Tournament Goku. I guess you got physical Turles, who's like completely washed now. But yeah, this category is bad. Hey, I mean, at least you got Path to Power Kid Goku though. That's something. His EZA is good. So yeah, you got what, like 3 usable Gokus, the 1 free-to-play Bardock, and the free-to-play Goku. Your leader is literally physical Fasha or AGL Bardock, who's completely washed and had a mid EZA like a while ago. Well, if you can guess what number 1 is, make sure to comment it down below, and also subscribe if you're new. But I'm pretty sure most of you knew this. It's obviously going to be GT Bosses. GT Bosses has never gotten any love. Bro, they got like 1 good unit, and then instantly like it just aged out because like it never got a team that could be used. And also it never got any help. Bro, this AGL Omega had so much potential. They gave him nothing. Bro, he had no help. Why did they do him like this? This was such a cool unit. I have no idea why they killed Omega Shenron like this. Wow. Yeah, and then they have yet to EZA. They had so many possible EZAs that they could have done to save this man. But no, they didn't. I don't know what they're saving it for. Now they're going to have to EZA him, and then EZA like the rest of GT bosses all in one go, or once again he's just going to become irrelevant. I have no idea why they like release 1 GT boss unit and then never give him any help. Like, this is this just the destiny of GT bosses, to get no love? Bro, the Super Saiyan 4s get tons of love. Who do you think they were fighting? Dokkan just disregards the existence of these units. I mean, look, I have these units sitting in my box. We'll see if they ever get a good EZA. I strongly doubt it. Like, if you're holding on to GT bosses hoping they're going to be good someday, I'm sorry to break it to you. Like, we've had 10 years to give them a decent team. There's only been 1 time where a GT boss has been used, and it was S tier Omega Shenron when we needed mono leads. Anyways, there you have it, guys. That's my list. Thank you all so much for watching. If you think I forgot like another category I should have added, make sure to comment it down below. And yeah, thanks for watching.